I was scared. Didn't know if I wanted to stay in school or I know I wanted to drop out and try to get a job. It was just very up in the air at that point. I really felt like I was going to a dead end.
I was actually in a very dark state when I figured out that I wanted to pursue education.
I was 17 years old. I was 5, 6 months pregnant.
I used to be in trouble a lot. I went to jail and I never want to go back.
Yeah, I didn't like the school environment. I didn't like the kids that were in the environment, and I didn't feel like I could learn what I should be learning.
College scared me. I felt like they moved at a way faster pace than I was actually at and ready for, and didn't think that basically I was smart enough to do it.
It definitely took one of the lower points in my life to finally realize that something needed to change. The decision had to be made. So that's when I took the initial step and said that I need to get my GED, and that's when I found Next Step.
Give them a number. Have you ever get to explain it? And when you can turn around and explain something, you own it. Just like
20 years ago in 1994, I was doing neighborhood community organizing in West Oakland. And in doing that, I was hearing people talk about another aspect that we were not addressing, which was people had not completed their high school education. They were hungry for opportunities through reading. We decided that we would put our energies into providing a place with resources, with personnel, with opportunities related to their education.
There's just 3 primary programs. They include the basic literacy program, they include the GED program, and a college transition program. They're very streamlined and focused and simple. They make things work together well.
Next Step Learning Center believes in the resilience of the human spirit. And honestly, I see that played out every single day. Our students demonstrate it, and our tutors and our staff and our board believe in it. And that's really why we gather here and do what we do.
When I think of Next Step Learning Center, the first word that comes to my mind is accomplishments.
When I think of Next Step Learning Center, the first word that comes to my mind is integrity.
Invested education.
I think of courage, strength,
Ambition.
Obtaining an education, even at the very basic level, creates opportunity, right? And I believe what the folks here said, which is that I could go further and I could do more.
The reason I believe in Next Step is the students. The students are inspiring. They come here with huge challenges to meet. They meet them and they increase their self-esteem, and that ripples through their families and through the community.
First thing when I think about Next Step, I think about positivity.
Indomitable.
Leadership.
Progress.
Super.
Awesome.
But I think one of the biggest words is purposeful. I think that the person coming to Next Step really feels a sense of purpose here.
I feel most proud when I see the students achieving their goals. It just warms my heart. They transform their lives by the caring that they receive at Next Step.
welcoming,
Kind, helpful, and very supportive.
Passion,
gratitude,
A second chance.
There are many individual highlights. I don't have one, I have many, and the many are each of those individuals who comes through our door and says, I got my GED.
Coming to Next Step was the beginning of creating hope for myself. The beginning of thinking that I could be more than the circumstances that I came from. The beginning of an idea that I could do more than what I thought and what other people thought of me.
What I remember that changed me and gave me that confidence to move forward is when I got into math class in college. I actually passed my whole algebra class with an A, and that was a very happy moment for me. And that's when I knew that coming to Next Step played a huge part in my life.
Next Step helped me change my life exponentially. I feel that they give me the resources where I feel like if I want to tackle any type of trade or career path, I can do anything.
The things that I'm most proud of coming to Next Step is definitely the maturity that I found here and the confidence that I found here to be able to come from not too much going on with no goals to now where I have goals and plan and actually see my future.
I was kind of shy, but now I'm not. I'm more strong in reading and I'm more confident now, so.
I just want to say thank you, Next Step Learning Center, for seeing potential in me, potential that I probably didn't see in myself at first. I see a young lady that I didn't see at first, and I grew up to do more than I ever thought I could do. Now I'm just ready for life. I'm ready to tackle it head on and keep doing what I'm supposed to do.
There isn't one thing special about Next Step. The whole Next Step program is special, whereas from just walking in the doors, getting a smile from the sisters, or coming in and meeting new people that's trying to be on the right track, the same track that you are on.
Next Step, it's very special to me because it's part of my life. I rely on Next Step to do something positive every day, which is coming to school. And that keeps me motivated every day.
I've been up and down through my life, but to get my G.E.D. and to have something accomplished, this is what I want. I'm not giving up. I still got motivation to keep going forward.
So if I could talk to someone in my situation from even a couple years ago, I would definitely tell them a big help, in my personal opinion, would be Next Step, due to the fact that they are very hands-on, they're very motivational, and they give you confidence.
The impact Next Step has had is being here in West Oakland, and it's vital for the community.
If there were no Next Step, and there was no equivalent organization that performs the same function in Oakland, young adults that would otherwise come here, I think that they would be awash in lack of opportunity.
Next Step is one of the things that works best in the city of Oakland. If you want to be a part of something that works well, become involved with Next Step.
Next Step Learning Center, where education transforms lives.
Yeah, just thank you, and I love you.